You know, on this show we talk about hood classics, like you know what I mean. Like we've talked about the black hood bangers, like you know the Juices, the Paid in Fulls,
Menace to Society.
the Miniature Societies, if you will. But today we're gonna take a little trip in that mom van and go to the suburbs. We're gonna be talking about the white hood bangers. Well, no, me and Cutter already agreed downstairs. We can't call them white hood bangers because that sounds very. Because if you say it 5 times, sounds kind of.
I mean, they are bangers.
Yeah, white
Bangers
hood
in a very
classics.
different context.
Classics,
Yeah.
Yes,
Classics.
the Caucasian films that everybody loves. A more political way of saying it. So, what are some of these white hood bangers that you guys like? Starting with Cutter, because this was your topic, so you get to go first.
I got you. I think number 1 for me, no, not number 1, but number 5 for me is Mean Streets.
Mean Streets is a
Mean
fire
Streets.
movie, great Martin Scorsese movie. One of my favorite Martin Scorsese movies of all
That
time.
was a crazy film.
Mean Streets is fire.
Absolutely. I only watched it once, and it's probably like the last, like, because I love Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas.
So like when I started actually get into Martin Scorsese, like old stuff, old work. Like I watched Kings of Comedy first, and then I watched Mean Streets, and I was like, yeah, I was hooked on Mean Streets. Mean Streets is it's like I said, it's like a hood classic. Like you can't go wrong with Mean Streets.
Mean Streets is a dope movie.
It's kind of like I would compare it to maybe Menace to Society, kind of.
Almost like a white version of Menace to Society.
Yeah, I would compare it to that because you got this Robert De Niro who's like he's like a fuck up.
You're fucking airhead.
Yeah, he's like an airhead.
You got my boy Harvey Keitel. Yo, Harvey Keitel is a fucking phenomenal actor, bro.
Shout out to Harvey.
Phenomenal, but yeah, he's like you have all like the Italian Italian movie mafiosos like giants in there, like
absolutely great movie.
And you got like a young Robert De Niro.
Facts.
I think he's like maybe like 22, 23, I think.
Mad young in that movie.
Yeah, he's mad young. So yeah, Mean Streets is like my number 5 for me.
All right, so we just going around until we get to 4 or what?
Yeah, the 4 or 5.
All right, so when I think of these white classic movies, I'm thinking about like white gangster films in the sense of that like the people in the movie are acting kind of gangster. So I took the approach to this research a little different. Okay. I'm talking about white people causing trouble in the films, like you know what I mean, like the fish out of water, like the white gangster. Mm-hmm. So there's a movie that I think is probably one of the whitest gangster movies of all time. It's called Havoc.
Oh, I never heard of it. What's that about?
Yo, so Havoc is about it's about these group. Channing Tatum's in it. Channing Tatum, Channing Tatum, Anne Hathaway, and Joseph. Oh man, what's his name? Joseph.
Levitt.
Yeah, he's in it, and it's just like this movie about these white preppy kids. It's like a day in the life of these white preppy kids that are doing like gangster shit. And they talking like they hood niggas. Like you know what I mean? Anne Hathaway's in this movie talking like she from the Bronx, bro. Like yo,
not Anne.
Bro, and then like there's a scene in the movie where my nigga Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like they got the camera in his face. He's like, yo, don't make me bust you. Yo, he talking like some gangster shit in this movie, bro.
I gotta watch that.
Bro, it's called Havoc. Mad good movie, bro. Mad good movie. Like,
where's it set in? Like, where's like the city?
Bro, they like Santa Monica, California, like the whitest shit possible. Like their school damn near next to a beach type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so.
That's a good hood movie.
Bro.
That's a good one. I want to watch it.
All right, so I also had to define white hood classics.
Yeah, white hood classics.
All right. I defined it as a movie about a white guy whose struggles outweigh his access to white male privilege.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily about him.
Deep shit, man.
I had to really think about like how could you interpret a white hood classic, you know? Because like anybody can be a criminal, but it's just like, you know, there's a big difference between like The Departed or The Town with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
versus, I don't know. Well,
but I mean, it's like what Titus said. It's like I think white hood movies, because there's different black hood movies. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
There's different types of black hood movies, and then like for me, it's like a bunch of definitions. Like it could be a movie where you just show like a certain society in a under white neighborhood, like a hood neighborhood, like the trailer park. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like that could be like a white hood movie.
all right. Well, I'm gonna take it ridiculously far back. I had mentioned this on our first episode. Again, there was this movie called King of Creole. It's an Elvis movie. It's probably one of his best, according to like all the ranked films. He's just a singer at high school, and I think he's trying to get his job because his father is a complete bum. He's just juggling all these random chicks, and he has to deal with like dudes in the neighborhood trying to fuck with him, and they want him to help like rob people, and he's just like, nah. He's trying to live that straight and narrow life, and like at the very end, he gets a job singing at this club, and he doesn't have to deal with like the one gangster that's always trying to like fuck with him. Mm-hmm. And I think the bad guy is Walter Matthau, the guy who inspired the Homer Simpson voice.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So, and if it's not him, it's Jack Lemmon, who was also an old white legendary actor. Phenomenal.
I think I know Jack Lemmon.
He was in Some Like It Hot, The Great Races, all these like I think there's Angry White Men or Old White Angry Dudes.
Yeah.
12 Angry Men?
No. It was something from like the 90s. Grumpy Old White Men.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grumpy Old Men, yeah. It was a good film, but it was just like you have to see him kind of struggle in the society, and a Cajun society at that. Mm-hmm. And you get a few bits of him singing, which is thankfully not too much, so it keeps it nice and grounded. So that's like my number 5.
All right, Cutter, what's your number 4 movie, man?
My number 4 is Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused.
That's a classic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's funny because like again, that's like another movie that I only watched once, and like it's memorable.
Yo, Dazed and Confused, phenomenal movie.
Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Matthew McConaughey. Yo, if I must say, shout out to Matthew McConaughey and his acting in that movie. But that's the first time I actually saw a creep, like, because if you think about it, Matthew McConaughey was a creep, like, you know what I mean? He was a creep that probably gave one of the most greatest film quotes in film history. You know what I like about high school girls? I get older and they stay the same. Like, I'm like, huh? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's the perfect like
the way
it
delivers his character
of like
how
perfect,
he is.
yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, Dazed and Confused, phenomenal movie.
I love my favorite scene. And it's funny because Family Guy kind of took the copied the scene when they like paddled the dude.
Yeah.
I love that fucking scene, bro. The slow motion and then like they laughing. That shit is a classic, bro. Classic, bro.
I'm dead.
So Daisy, and it's like again like Dazed and Confused kind of remind me of like it's not like Friday, but it's kind of like Friday in a sense because it's like you're just like
observing,
you're just observing the day in a life in this society, in this like town,
right?
This small town, kind of like Friday. Like you just see all the different characters and stuff like that. It's so Dazed and Confused, number 4 for me.
Hell yeah.
Okay, my number 4 white hood movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, I heard of it, but I never watched it.
Great movie. Young Sean Penn, fire movie, bro. Like, and again, these are just like observational pieces about what it's like growing up in a high school, and then like you basically just observing like the surfer dude. He played like the weird, dumb dude who was in class just doing dumb shit. And then there's the kid with his friend trying to get the girl. There's the guy that's struggling whether to stay at work at this food spot or to go to college. Like it's just like an observational piece of what it's like to grow up in the suburbs. So it's just like a day in the life kind of film. So Fast Time at Ridgemont High is my fourth film. And the reason why I like that movie so much, Sean Penn's character.
Oh, I love Sean Penn.
Jeff Spicoli is probably one of the most memorable characters in film history. He was funny, and he did something that I've never seen a character do before in a movie. While the teacher, his strict teacher, not the teacher that lets him get his way of stuff, the strict teacher's talking, and then there's a knock on the door. The pizza man come. This nigga dead ass ordered pizza to get sent to the class, like, you know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, even as a kid growing up, I'm like, yo, that's funny as hell. And I've always wanted to do something like that, bro. But yeah.
So your movies is not necessarily like hood movies, but like it's like a reverse.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like a reverse of like suburb
right
type. Okay,
yeah.
I feel what you're saying. I got you. Hold on, let's stop.
Yeah, so Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And then like Fast Times at Ridgemont High basically spawned and like inspired like damn near everything that came after it. Like, you know what I mean? If it's a high school, like if you watch Freaks and Geeks, you're basically watching Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Like, you know what I mean? Freaks and Geeks is incredible. Yeah, Freaks and Good White Hood classic. Like, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Marshall, number 4.
Okay. My number 4 is going to be The Outsiders.
Oh, The
Heard about
Outsiders.
it again. Another one I heard about. I never watched it.
You need to see that. It's crazy. It's about like the greasers and they're getting into fights with all these preppy kids. And like the main character, he is not like a tough guy. He's more like the smart one. Mm-hmm. He gets into a fight with one of the rich kids. They're about to drown him. And his man pokes one of them up and the guy dies. So they have to look for this fucking big forehead ass nigga. I think it's not John Cusack. I can't remember the dude's name. But like there's a lot of tension that goes on because they're both on the run and they're both kids in like the 50s. And the kid that ends up saving him dies because he saved some kids from a burning church, an abandoned church that they were hiding out in. And the guy that helps them, the one with the big forehead, I think it was Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon. Shout out to my big forehead nigga, Matt Dillon. Yo, he got into the craziest shootout with the cops and nigga had a fake gun.
Bro, this is like White Set It Off, bro. Like this white boy set it off.
He's so just waving that shit around and they lit this nigga up. Like they cooked this nigga's chicken so he was dead.
Bro, but like, can we talk about all the A-list actors in that movie? Ralph Macchio.
Patrick Swayze.
Niggas is in this movie, bro.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise was in that?
Yeah, he was one of like the other little niggas that was just hanging out.
Yo, I forget. Wait, are you sure it's Tom Cruise?
Yeah. Him, Emilio Estevez.
How long is when was this movie?
This is like in the 80s.
Oh wow.
Coppola made it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a whole lot of motherfuckers in that film.
And half of them became A-list actors. That's the crazy part. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get films like that often, especially these days where, like, everybody goes off to be, like, damn near superstars in the industry.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but The Outsiders is a dope movie. That's a good choice.
Thank you.
Oh, third is Lords of Dogtown.
Oh yeah!
Lords of Dogtown, the skateboarding shit.
That I haven't watched it in a long time because I told myself when I first watched it, I was like, I want to watch this every year, as well, like just like a you know what I'm saying, like just because I appreciate it so much. But yeah, Lords of Dogtown. You got Heath Ledger. I love that character. My favorite character though is I don't know if he's a like a I don't think he's an A-list. He played Jay Adams.
I don't remember. I only remember Heath.
Yeah, so it's not a lot of A-list, like they didn't grow to get far, but yeah, Jay Adams, the person that played Jay Adams is probably my favorite character in that whole shit, bro. Oh
Lords
shit!
of
Then, like,
Dogtown. Yeah, that movie
yeah,
is
Lords of
tough.
Dogtown, absolutely.
yeah.
But Heath Ledger, he did his thing in that movie, and it's funny because I think it's kind of like his most underrated
Film, yeah.
Yeah, his most underrated film because people don't really talk about it like that. But so yeah.
So
felt
Cutter just did something crazy, and it's so crazy that he did this. His movie is a skateboard movie. My third movie is a skateboard movie too. It's a skateboard movie called Grind.
Grind, I never heard
It
of it.
sounds very familiar.
Bro, you gotta be a real skateboard fan to watch this film, bro. It's about this boy. Well, yeah, it's about this guy. He wants to get a skateboarding contract. Like he's trying to get signed. So what he does, he finds out where the skateboard competition is, and he basically goes on like his own little tour and follows the bus to get the
To get the contract. Was
Yeah.
Bam Major in that?
Yes.
Oh, I've seen that.
Damn, I haven't seen these movies.
Yo,
man.
Grind is a classic.
Yeah.
Classic movie from like 2003, I believe.
More than likely.
But like, and what makes it such a hood classic is that like, what people don't know, like especially black people love skateboarding. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we love skateboarding. So it's funny. Like, Jackass was like the hottest thing on TV at the time. So to have what's his name in it, Bam in it, and stuff like that, and it was panned by the critics. The critics thought it was a terrible movie, but over the years, it's turned into like a cult classic. And I think that's what makes black hood classics and white hood classics such a thing. Because 9 times out of 10, they get big, like panned by like the critics and stuff like that. But over years, they turn into some bangers, man.
Yeah.
White hood bangers. I gotta stop saying that.
I mean, that's what it is, though, because that and you gotta appreciate movies like that because those actors they actually get the they give young actors a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like same thing with Friday. Like you got Megan Good, you got all of these people.
Word, yeah.
And they become, so yeah,
Legendary.
you gotta appreciate it. Like those are movies are essential. Cause
Yeah,
you
facts.
see those, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Number 3 on your list, Marshall.
Number 3, I am going to go with, because I wrote a long fucking list, but I'm going to go with Bodied by Joseph Kahn, produced by Eminem. It was like the actual battle rap movie.
The battle rap movie. Body was fire. Body was tough.
It was fire.
I gotta see it.
Body, yo, Cutter, you ain't do your homework on this. This is your topic, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but like, it's funny because we didn't know what films we was going to pick. So like, you know what I mean?
But I heard about Bodied. I saw so this is like recently, like
It was like a few years ago, like
Few
before
years
the
ago?
pandemic.
Kid Twist wrote this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yo,
I saw the trailer, bro.
I'll send you the link on YouTube.
I'll
'cause
watch
I
it
found
though. I'll watch it though.
my nigga Arsenal was in it. Like, Mad Heads is in it.
So many actual battle rappers, like good battle rappers, showed up in this movie. Lux, Hollow the Dawn, Pat Stay, R.I.P.
Where
R.I.P.
RP
to
passed
Pat
it.
Stay.
Dumbfounded, Conceited.
Yeah, yo, Mad Heads is in this movie. Like, yeah, so that's definitely a white hood banger. Yo, that's a solid one too, because I don't think a lot of people really appreciate that movie.
So the battle rappers were actors. They were acting in it?
They're
So-
basically playing a different version of what they would-
themselves.
Yeah.
And it's about this white kid who's really immersed in it. It's basically like 8 Mile. It's like
Which better, 8 Mile or Bodied?
Bodied was way the fuck better, had better bars, and had a way better commentary overall. Because it was not so much about, it's not so much about like being a great rapper, it's also about being a white male in this place where like black people have to do it as a way of survival, and it's like we're expected to do it. But as a white guy, he doesn't need to do it, but he's still,
yeah, like he wants to do it. Like, you know what I mean? And then like he's
So
trying to get the respect.
You're on camera saying Bodied is better than 8 Mile.
He said
Yes.
it's not me. He said it's
hell
not me.
yes.
He said it's not me.
We gonna put this. We gonna run this. We gonna put this in the.
I will debate anybody. First off, Eminem is a terrible actor.
He wasn't bad at 8 Mile though.
No, he was, because he goes from every emotion all at the same time to none.
And he won an Oscar, right?
For the
music.
soundtrack.
For the soundtrack.
Not for the acting.
Not for the acting. He won an Oscar for the soundtrack.
Yeah, I bought that album. It was a great album, but as a battle rap movie, no.
All right.
I mean, but it's up there on the White Hood Classics, though.
Yeah, I wrote that down in my possibilities of
But that's the
including
White
it.
Hood classics of all White Hood classics. You know what I'm saying? 8 Mile. You gonna say Body is better than 8 Mile?
Yes, just because like 8 Mile was like a slice of life. Bodied was like a commentary on top of that. Okay. Fucking Anthony Michael Hall from all the John Hughes movies was in that.
Facts. It was some hitters in this movie. It was some known actors. It's a good movie, Cutter. Check it out. All right. What's number 3 on your list, Cutter?
Number 2 was a little bit hard for me because you mentioned it. You have to put The Town. You had to put The Town. But I was also thinking about Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting, yeah.
And I didn't know which one to pick, man. I get you, man. So I'm just going to talk about both of them because because Good Will Hunting is like
a classic.
Yeah, it's like you know what I'm saying, and you know they both like I think Boston is kind of like the whitest of hood classics that you can, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like an automatic. Like once you hear that Boston accent, like you know what I'm saying? So
you already know what it is.
I had to put, but the only reason why I like Good Will Hunting a little bit more is just because of the dialogue. Like it has so many quotables. You know what I'm saying? Like my favorite scene from Good Will Hunting is when Ben Affleck, and I think Ben Affleck is like the godfather of hood classics. So I had to put one movie that he's in, and he's talking about how like, you know, one day I want to see you when I'm coming to your house. I want to see you gone. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like encouraging him to leave basically the hood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna go with Good Will Hunting over The Town. I'm gonna go with Good Will Hunting.
All right.
So we on number 3 now, right?
Nah, this is 2.
2. All right. So my number 2 White Hood classic, man. George Clooney, Ocean's 11.
Oh man,
Ocean's 11. I like a good heist movie.
George Clooney is one of them. Yeah, George Clooney is definitely one of them.
He sneak up on you.
Word, yeah. Ocean's 11, good heist movie. Bernie Mac is in it, bro.
Word.
Yo, bro, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, bro. Like,
but what makes it a White Hood classic,
bro? Because white people stay stealing, bro.
At that level.
Word.
Black people would just break in the store
it was a
and
heist,
that shit.
You know,
heist.
Like,
if it was black, it would be robbery. But
word,
if it was white, it's heist. So I get it. Word. That's real shit.
No, you're right.
Great heist movie. George Clooney. I think George Clooney's the second GOAT of White Hood classics, bro.
George
Clooney, man.
George Clooney, absolutely.
After Brad Pitt being like the original white nigga.
It's not Brad Pitt, but I'm gonna my number 1, and y'all should know what my number 1 is, cause that is like the white hood class of all time. Like
I got you.
So Oceans is number 2 on my list of white hood bangers. Marshall.
Okay. Fuck.
Wait, hold on. And the reason why I picked it also is because even though it's a white hood classic, everybody on that team was a different ethnicity. You had the little small Chinese homie that could get into small spaces. That's racist as hell. But like, yeah, bro, like it was a good movie, bro.
Shout out to Ray.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Ray.
I think I want to mention Train Spotting, but I didn't like go back into it. It was
Train Spot, okay.
Yeah, Train Spot.
With Ewan McGregor and everybody's on heroin. Yo, and the fucking baby crawling on the ceiling.
Yeah,
I don't think I watched that movie. I heard of it though.
You need to see it.
Is it in a different country?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think if it's not in England, it would be like in Ireland, but more than likely it's England.
Okay.
And they made a sequel, but like, it's really phenomenal acting. It just tugs at your heartstrings because it's fucked up. Shout out to all my niggas in Dublin and my Scottish niggas. Yo, I see you in Edinburgh, right? Edinburgh.
Shout out to the white homies out there, man. Good Shepherd's Pie by my mama.
Facts. All right, Cutter.
Number one on your list.
Number one. Let me get an honorable mention.
Oh yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh
Dynamite,
shit!
bro.
I almost forgot that.
Absolute classic. Probably one of the first movies I've ever like seen as far as like dry humor. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they created it, but that's definitely one of the, me personally, that's probably one of the first I've ever seen like dry humor comedy that I was like weak. I know Mike Judge. Well, you can say Mike Judge. You can say Mike Judge, but like, yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. Too many quotables. Like, what do you think was like a quotable for you in Napoleon Dynamite?
Just the way he says, gosh, yo, there was a time in my life where like I would only say gosh, just like him. Like, yo, leave me alone, gosh, like bro.
Get over your thoughts.
The dance scene is a classic.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, honorable mention. Do you want to have an honorable mention, or you just want to go straight into the number one?
I want to have an honorable mention.
Okay.
Oh, so like you went?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, I bet. So my honorable mention for white hood bangers. Honorable mention, Juno.
Oh,
yeah.
Juno is a white hood banger for sure, man.
That's a real drama.
It is.
That's wild.
And the number one spot for white hood bangers. Some people may not agree with me on this, but Cruel Intentions is a white hood banger, bro.
Did I watch Cruel Intentions? I don't even think I watched
Cruel
it.
Intentions got Sarah Jessica. Not Sarah Jessica Parker. Shorty from Scooby Doo.
Oh, the blonde one.
Yes.
From who played Buffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, good hood. It's not a hood movie. It gives you a chance to see rich white young people do evil shit to each other.
That's a fact.
Like, so again, these are all observational pieces. Like, I mean, these are pieces of film where like you could watch and be like, oh my goodness, how could you be that evil? And it was kind of weird too, because like, you know what I mean, the stepbrother and the stepsister had this little romantic fling going on, which is perfectly okay because the stepbrother and stepsister still kind of gross because they was underneath the same household. But hey, like, yeah, so Cruel Intentions. And there's so many others on this list that I could have chose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like Cruel Intentions to me, and it also spawned like the whole rich teenager, edgy teenager genre. Yeah, so like they tried Cruel Intentions 1 and 2, try to change it into like a TV series. Then you get films and TV shows like Veronica Mars, like that spawned like a whole genre of like the edgy white, not so broke but not quite rich teenager kind of show. So Cruel Intentions.
Yo, it's so many.
But in Cruel Intentions, they was rich. Like they went to private school, homie aunt lived on like some spot that had like she damn near lived in like a castle. But like Cruel Intentions, great movie.
All right, I have two honorable mentions. One is The Kid, starring Charlie Chaplin. That was like a great tragedy.
It took it back.
I took it way further
100
back. Bro, that nigga was poor. He was.
Yo, this nigga took this shit back to like 100 fucking years, bro.
This nigga took it back to when it was only one film studio, bro. Like,
God damn.
United Artists.
God damn, Charlie Chaplin, bro.
Yeah.
I've heard that nigga since like fucking film school, bro.
All right.
oh man,
My second honorable mention is Rebel Without a Cause with James Dean.
the word.
That shit was crazy. When they were racing to go to the fucking cliff and the nigga jumped off and the other nigga just fell.
Yeah, fire movie.
Hell yeah.
Oh, they was racing in a car?
Yeah.
So he basically predicted his death.
Different kind. Cause like he just crashed into a sign, I think. In Rebel Without a Cause, they're just playing chicken over a cliff.
Oh, okay.
and like his homeboy gets shot just because he's acting stupid again with a fake gun. No, he had a real gun, but he's acting stupid with the shit, just waving that shit around at everybody.
Is that the movie we say, yeah, Jeremy apart?
Yeah. Yes.
I bet. So,
My
yeah.
my number
I gotta say my number one too.
All right.
I didn't get to say it.
my number one, you hate this, is Kids.
Kids is
I don't
fire,
hate
bro.
it. I don't hate kids. I don't hate kids, but I mean, I saw the documentary.
Yeah.
They did them kids dirty, bro. Like, that's fucked up, bro. You see the documentary?
Nah, I ain't see the documentary.
The documentary, bro, that shit is sad as shit, bro. Like they basically did like some fucking Christopher Columbus shit, bro. Like basically, like they.
So like they basically discovered the kids, filmed them, damn near didn't give them no bread.
Yeah, it basically like just like went on and won
Mad awards
and shit like that, and this nigga.
And then a couple of the kids died. Typical Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
Sadly,
That
still goes on today.
hell, absolutely.
Yeah.
But fucking Kids, oh my fucking God. Remember in the beginning when they're at the store and he's like, do you have this dick, this dick? And the guy was like, this dick. He said, this dick, motherfucker. And left with the 40 inside his fucking pants. I was crying.
The only like,
It's fucked up.
Yeah, because just watching it, bro. Like just watching that shit, like when you were a little older, I'm like, damn, bro, this shit is bad awkward. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Bad awkward, bro. Like I don't want to hear like a 13-year-old talking about fucking. Like I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like
I think for me, I like it because it's kind of like a true thing. I've
it's
seen
raw.
shit like
It's raw.
I was around shit like that when I was 13, but it was never to that level, especially niggas having AIDS and just be like, all right, whatever. And just hitting and quitting little girls. That shit is fucking fucked up.
Raping, it was raping there. There's all types of shit in there, bro.
Yeah, weird movie.
The White Lee
movie,
Daniels.
but
Harmony
weird
Korine.
movie.
The White Lee Daniels.
Yo, we were just talking about that. It's like, what if there's a White Lee Daniels?
The Harmony Korine. He makes some weird fucking films, bro. You know what's funny? He got his painting stolen.
Oh, that was his painting that got stolen down here.
It was this building, yeah.
That's funny.
So if go ahead.
My number one film has to be Fatal Attraction.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Listen, Michael Douglas, this nigga is
the
like
grandfather of White Hood movies.
Hell
grandfather. This nigga's a great grandfather of like White Hood movies, bro. Like especially like romantic, cause that's his shit. Like romantic,
Fatal
and like
Attraction,
showing us
bro.
like romantic, like white romantic partners from like marriage to even like this crazy fucking girl.
Cooked the rabbit.
Yeah, she cooked that rabbit, man. Yo, bro. She should have put some seasoning in that thing.
Word. A little
that shit,
Saison
man.
on it,
Yeah, a
man.
little Sazon.
Adobo.
Word.
But yeah, Michael Douglas. It's so many. I'm thinking about it now. There's so many White Hood movies where we didn't even.
Oh, it's so
No.
many, bro.
There's way too many to list.
Yeah.
I wanted to put like Malibu's Most Wanted in there, but I was just like,
See, Malibu's wanted. I wanted. You could split. It's not really a white, cause it's not. It's only like a few white people in there.
Right.
Not a lot of white people in there.
So if you had to choose one movie that if the aliens came right now and said, show me your definitive White Hood classic, what would it be?
oh shit.
Like, and it could only be one to describe, yo, this is a White Hood banger right here.
Oh, Town. It has to be Town.
Okay.
Does it have to be something we've already mentioned?
No, it don't gotta be nothing we already mentioned.
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me is
damn.
fire. OD.
Because that was like the film that got that whole thing with, oh, we're going to have our 4 protagonists go out on this journey and they're youthful.
Yo, Stand By Me is OD. Corey Feldman was bugging in that movie, bro. Standing on the train tracks going dumb, and his man had to pull him off.
I like the narration, the voice.
Yeah.
Word.
Dang, sick balls.
Fucking Stephen King, he be writing some white hood shit on
Bro,
some other level.
if you really think about it, it is a white hood classic too, bro. Technically, it is a white... Bro, Stephen King,
is a nigga.
he might be on some white... Bro, Carrie, white hood banger. The Shining, OD super white hood
Fuck
banger.
yes.
It is probably one of the funniest fucking movies I've ever seen in my life, bro. That shit is funny, bro. It should have been Georgie. That shit was hilarious.
All right, bet. So if I had to choose one movie to be the definitive definition of what I feel is a white hood classic, Kevin Smith's Clerks.
Yo,
You know what's funny?
Clerks,
I was
that series in
thinking about
particular?
Clerks.
Absolutely.
I was thinking about Clerks.
Clerks is definitely...
Clerks like another Friday.
Word,
type
yeah,
shit.
like-
I had that in my list too. I was like, all of like the Kevin Spacey films. I'm not Kevin Spacey, Kevin Smith films with Clerks specifically.
Word.
Yeah.
That's it.
And if they said, show me a second one, I'll show them James Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Silent Bob.
Nah, the one that he did in 1995, Mallrats.
Mallrats is fire.
Absolutely. And they go through some shit because niggas is out here dealing with like their breakups, almost shooting the dad with the gun. Fucking Stan Lee shows up. I feel like that might be Stan Lee's first film.
yeah,
with
like
him.
his first
I
cameo.
show the aliens Waterboy.
Wait, and if I had to show him one holiday film, yo, if my cousin Shareem was here right now, Shareem would tell you this is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I will watch this movie in the middle of fucking July. A Christmas Story?
Oh yeah.
That is my fucking shit. I remember when, I think it was TBS or TNT, they used to do this thing where they used to show 24 hours of A Christmas Story back to back. Nigga, I remember one holiday, I watched them bitches all 24 hours. That is like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Dude, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it's too many.
It's too many bangers,
Oh, yeah.
bro. Like, yo, it's too many white hood bangers, bro. A Christmas.
Waterboy, I just want to see the aliens when they see that. They see when they see. He said, why you coming out of the wall? He's spitting a cooler. That's gotta be weak, bro. Yo, that shit, yo, bro. And niggas just say like Adam Sandler's not funny, bro. Like you bug it out, bro. I used to have arguments about that shit. Like Adam Sandler is fucking hilarious, bro.
Adam Sandler is funny.
It's funny that you mentioned Adam Sandler because I was thinking about putting Uncut Gems on the list as well.
Oh yeah, that would be that's an absolute banger. Yeah.
But I didn't know if it counted as white or if it was
White hood, yeah.
No. I don't know if it counted as Jewish white hood.
I mean, Jewish is white. Like you don't mess with a Zohan I look at it as like a white hood classic.
Word. So, yeah, so if we missed anything, put what y'all feel is your favorite white hood classics in the comments.